Shreyash, how are you doing today?
Very good.
Okay, so without further ado, I just want to get into the topic as quick as possible. Considering risk management in itself is so complicated, right? How should one go about looking at it? Like, what are your first thoughts for when risk management comes to your mind?
Risk management is obviously one of the important point when in life.
Yes.
Talking about the financial services
Yes.
industry as such. So when it comes to investing in the equity mutual fund,
Yes.
one need to understand what risk one takes, because end of the day you buy companies.
Yes.
And in that context, we need to understand that when you buy companies through the equity markets, through equity mutual funds,
Yes.
you are taking business risk, you are taking business cycle risk,
Yes.
you are taking management risk in which the
Definitely.
companies you are investing into, and obviously you are taking valuation risk.
Yes.
So these are the risks which you take when you invest in an equity mutual fund.
Okay, and I'm pretty certain that these risks are compounded by the fact that you as an individual also carry some risk, right? And every person is different. So how should one go about analyzing if certain risk is applicable for them or not?
Sure. So when you are taking risk, one need to first understand what is the risk taking appetite of individual.
Okay, nice.
And when it comes to the risk taking appetite, it is dependent on various parameters.
Okay.
It depends on right from person's age
Yes.
to what are the goals he want to achieve,
Yes.
how much money one want ideally
Yes.
when he retire. So the
Yes.
goal can be retirement, education,
Yes.
it can be marriage, buying vehicle, anything.
Short term, long term, anything.
Short term, long term. So on those particular goals, then it also depends on the age, as I said.
Okay.
So to assess all this risk holistically for individual,
Yes.
what is his risk taking appetite? There are various risk profilers
Okay.
which are available. So one should use of those risk profilers to
Nice.
assess their individual risk.
Oh, nice. So once they get to know about their risk, they can go about choosing what kind of products will go in for what goals. I think that makes a lot of sense. But I also understand that the products inherently also have a lot of risk. You know, small cap, mid cap have different risks than large cap. In that context, how should one go about, marrying our risk, the risk of investing in mutual fund, and also the product itself?
Absolutely. So when it comes to the risk of a product,
Yes.
then there are riskometers which are available.
Okay.
So if you go through any mutual funds fact sheet, there are riskometers which are available at the end,
Yes.
which highlights what are the risks in the product.
Okay.
And there is a very nice categorization of mutual fund equity products,
Okay.
like large cap, mid cap, small cap, multi cap, flexi cap.
Yes.
And every product has a different allocation to various categories,
Yes.
and that determines that product risk.
Okay.
So one can, when one assesses individual risk from risk profiler,
Yes.
and tries to marry it with the product risk through the riskometer,
Okay.
it will be certainly helpful.
Oh, nice. So that is looking out for myself and looking out for the product's risk together makes it happy. But over this context, what are the different ways how should one go about investing, particularly for new investors, because they're looking at multiple products at once and they're going about choosing too many. Is there an ideal suggestion that you would want to give for them to begin investing?
The ideal suggestion is always in any investing,
Yes.
just keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
So keep it simple is the one important point I would say, and that's where use the categorization which is
Okay.
available in the mutual fund industry
Yes.
by way of large, mid, small, and the risk profile what
Okay.
those individual product has, and build up your portfolio
Okay.
accordingly, and marrying it to your individual risk. So that will be really helpful for the investors.
Oh, thank you very much for that. I guess you've helped us categorize different types of risk very easily, and viewers will be very happy to learn more about this. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Shreyash, and hope to do more such conversations with you that enlighten new investors and people like me alike.
Thank you
very much for your time.
Thank you for inviting for this session. Thanks.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.